Ladies and gentlemen, your favorite Zionizer, white colonizing prince, Zionist prince, coming to you live from the United States of America. I'm Tall, the Traveling Clad. Get your white colonizer merch down below in the description at thetravelingclad.com. And let's jump into this clip looking at the pro-Palestine protesters. This looks like London.
So I just noticed the signs that you got from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. What does that mean?
Well, it's quite self-explanatory. Needs to be.
Well, it's a little bit more complicated than that, isn't it? Because I guess what I mean is, how would that come about? What would happen to the Israelis, etc.?
I don't.
I'm trying to think of how to word it.
Ethnic cleansing.
Isn't it just as self-explanatory as the area of land? It's Palestine's land.
Yeah. So when you say Palestine, which bit do you mean?
Yeah, the Gaza Strip.
The Gaza Strip?
The West Bank.
West Bank?
Yeah.
That's it?
Let me think of all the... I'm a random uninformed white person from the West. Let me think of all the words I know real quick. Let me break this down real quick with some 4 words I saw on Instagram.
I don't know. Is there another
I thought it was self-explanatory. I'm getting confused now. I thought it was self-explanatory. What about either of you?
Bullshit question.
It's a bullshit question. Why? Well, tell me, why is it bullshit?
I'm not fucking getting involved in this, but it's so like inflammatory.
Right?
No,
It's fucking inflammatory that you would even ask me what my fucking sign says, innit? It's fucking bullshit. You come up here with your fucking microphone and you say, fucking what? Fucking what?
yeah, it's just really inflammatory.
Asking what that sign means.
Yeah.
It's inflammatory.
You know, as somebody who has actual inflammation in his feet, and I've had a foot injury for the last couple months with actual inflammation, I find that deeply offensive. That question was not inflammatory. It was deflammatory. Thank you.
Why is that?
I'm not getting involved.
Okay. All right. I didn't say anything. I was just asking what it meant.
Oh.
Do you agree with the sign?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, of course.
And what does it mean to you?
Palestinians to be free, you know.
Well, it says Palestine, so I was asking them which bit of the area.
Yeah, the people that are being oppressed, for them to be free, you know.
Yeah.
Gaza, West Bank, them people to be free. Yeah.
Gaza and West Bank.
Yeah, all Palestinians in general, you know, because we know that what's going on. All of them are being oppressed, so for them to be free, you know, it's nothing, you know, it's clear as day, you know.
Yeah. Well, I was just asking them which bit of the land they mean, because some people mean all of the land, including the bit where Israel is now. And that's why there's some debate about, you know, what that means.
I think the main message is Palestinians that are being oppressed, for them to be free, you know, and for everyone to live in harmony, regardless of your religion or whatever it is. Because
except for all other Arabs in the Middle East. Let the Arab supremacy continue everywhere else, but in Israel, we got to live equally. So everywhere else, we got to ethnically cleanse the Jews and all other ethnic minorities. We'll oppress them. They don't have to live in peace and harmony, but in Israel, they do. Thank you very much.
Historically speaking, we say Muslims, Jews, Christians have been living there for centuries, you know, living in good peace. But when...
Except for when the Muslims and the Arabs were massacring Jews and Coptic people and Mandeans and Assyrians and Kurdish and Amazigh and Sudanese and Somalian, Syrian, Lebanese Christians, Iranian Zoroastrians. Except for that, we were living in peace.
In recent times, all of this issue has been going on, you know. But I think it's
How long would you say this issue has been going on?
As far as I know, obviously I'm not as educated on this topic, for example, with other people, but for roughly around 75 years, since I think the mandate from 45, just before, after World War, I think is when the issues, you know, when the British came and started cutting up lands and taking the lands of the Palestinians, I think that's when the issue started, you know.
Well, yeah, before that you had the Ottoman Empire there, which had very strong control over the area. Yeah, that makes sense.
Any attack on civilians is not justified, you know, regardless of whatever happened, you know. But I think the issue really should, what is the origin of this problem, you know? History has not started October 7, you know.
Of course.
We have to see the real origin of this was, as I said, 75 years ago. Obviously, I'm not as educated.
History, ladies and gentlemen, according to this brave man on the streets of London, history did not start October 7th. It started 1948, and don't dare look beyond 1948. Hey, Habibi, Roh. No. No 19. Don't go past. Don't do 1947. Don't do it. Not 1941, June 1st and 2nd, 1941 in Iraq. Don't look over there in the Farhud massacre in Iraq, where they killed the Jews. Don't do that. History starts 1948, independence of the state of Israel. Don't look before it.
Educated on this topic, but because what I see now is this whole issue is being portrayed as if civilization and history started from October 7th and onwards. But no, that's not the real, that's only aspect. The whole issue is obviously, as we said, from 70, 80 years ago, and I think that contributes to what is going on today from both sides, from the Palestinian side as well as the Israeli side.
All right, so we are now heading off from Bank towards Parliament, which is where the protest is supposed to be, and it's kind of loose at the moment. There is a lot of people here, but it's not jam-packed as we've seen at some other protests. We've had a few conversations with people, obviously. Very interesting takeaways. I mean, when you talk to people about what, let's say, from the river to the sea means, a lot of them don't really, we had one group that said it was self-explanatory, and when I asked them to explain it, didn't really happen. Build a new Workers' Party, a socialist alternative to Sunak and Starmer for a socialist intifada.
Yeah.
What's a socialist intifada?
If I'm being honest with you, I just got this at the stand over there.
Oh, okay.
I don't actually know the definition of the word intifada.
Okay.
But, I mean...
Do any of you know the definition of the word intifada? Stop bombing Gaza, that makes sense. What about that one?
From the river to the sea.
Yeah. And what does that mean?
Well, it means to stop the Israeli occupation of Palestine.
From which river to which sea?
River Jordan.
From
The west bank of the River Jordan.
from the Jordan to the Mediterranean Sea, yeah. So does that mean that all of Israel should be, what is now Israel should be Palestine, in your opinion?
No, I personally don't think that. I think I'm definitely not the person to talk to about this, but I know that there's multiple...
Correct. Sir, you're not the person to talk to about this, nor are you the person to be standing in this protest. Because you, sir, are a fucking idiot. And it, mate, you're a fucking idiot. You're a fucking dumb bloke, innit?
These are people who've come up with like a two-state solution or one-state solution. I think ideally I would like to see one multi-faith state that is neither Israel nor Palestine.
Correct. We'll have... So here's what we'll do. Here's what Whitey McWhite on the streets of the UK says. We'll have 55 Muslim countries. We'll do 23 Arab states. One Jewish state. Don't have any religion. Don't have any ethnicity. Got to be equal. We'll let the Arab supremacy obliterate and also oppress the rest of the Middle East. All Muslims got to remain Muslims in those places. But the one Jewish state, that's where we're gonna have to draw the line there, buddy. We can't do that. We're gonna have equality there.
Walking with this protest, there's definitely
all right
to support Palestine and Israel.
This kind of shit makes you wonder how many of these people were actually paid. I mean, there was a lot of documents coming out in recent months saying that a lot of these people were paid to be at these protests, and fuck me, those guys look like they had just been caught at a protest. Like, I don't know, maybe they should have informed them not to go and talk to cameras, but fuck. Goddamn. These protests so fucking stupid. How is the pro-Palestine start so fucking dumb? So fucking stupid. Truly. There's five intellectuals on the pro-Palestine side. Actually, really, when it comes down to it. And I'm not saying that the pro-Israel side has tons of intellectuals. We do have a lot of smart people. We got a bunch of dense, dumb people on our side too. I'm not saying that we don't. But their side, it's just full of dumb people. It's like if there was a thing hey, anybody with 4 brain cells come here, they just run right there. If you want to support the channel, get your white colonizer mug, put it in your office in front of your workmates, drink it at home. I don't care. Proudly represent the fact that you are a white fucking colonizer. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't care if you're Ashkenazi, Ethiopian, or Mizrahi. We stand together as white colonizing. We're the white colonizer nation. Hoorah! Travelingglad.com. Go get your mug, get your merch, get your shirt, get your hat. I'll see you in the next one. I love you guys so much. Goodbye, class. If you believe in my content and want to support me, just know your help is needed. There's a bunch of great ways to support me, being PayPal, Buy Me a Coffee, or joining my Patreon community down below. Patreon is the best way to support my channel, and you'll get a bunch of cool perks depending on what tier you join. Another great way to support me is by buying my merchandise on thetravelingclat.com. I regularly drop new merch designs like this beautiful hat or this amazing shirt, where you can support the channel and get something cool for yourself. I also have an amazing Discord community with people from all over the world. Thank you so much for your support.